Hey guys, we're back, and we got back kind of quick this time because there's a safety issue that we need to address concerning the last video we made, where we showed how we hook up the Jeep, and we explained how we destroyed the car and how we towed the Jeep. Now, there were some things that we left off, and some things
I didn't know that we didn't know.
Well, yeah, some things
we
should have known.
Well, yeah.
Especially, I should have known. I'll take blame for that. I should have known, especially being from the Navy. But we should have known. But hey, we back. We're gonna correct that. And if you saw the last video, you definitely want to see this because we're finna correct something that's a serious safety issue. So remember, we also want you to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell if you want to be notified when we post new content. I got that one right.
Okay.
Hey, we'll be right back. There's something flying right here.
Oh, what you mean flying?
Oh, shoot, bugs. I know you didn't call me no bug. Hey, like I said in the beginning, we're going to keep this video really, really short because we have to correct something that we told you guys on the last video. The last video I showed you how we was, after messing up the little car, how we set up the Jeep to be flat towed by using the D-rings that built into the bumper. After I told you that, a couple days later, there was someone asking us about it who had seen the video. They actually stopped by our RV site, and I was showing them. And after I finished showing them, Sheila asked me a question that I couldn't answer. And what was the question?
Something about how do you know it's rated for the D-rings are rated to be flat towed.
The actual question you did ask me was how much weight
How
much weight can the D-rings tow?
Yeah.
And I didn't have an answer for that question when she asked me that. I didn't have an answer to how much weight the D-rings can tow. So I started searching, and I did some research. Google. I called a few people. I called Rough Country, and they didn't know. I called a few people that install like four-wheel off-road. They didn't know. And but everybody I called was telling me it ain't something they would suggest that I flat tow using the D-rings. And I guess maybe because there was nothing telling us how much the D-rings can support as far as how much weight. Now, when she told me that, like I said, I didn't have an answer for it. And, you know, being a retired Navy man, you know, specs like that is something we live and die by, making sure that we got them numbers and they stamped where they're supposed to, or tagged it, and they weight tested, and there was nothing to support the test of what we was trying to do with it. Shortly after I started my research trying to find this, I got a phone call from a good friend of mine, Bo Leggins, out in Oklahoma. He contacted me. He said, Carcine, you might want to check and see if them rings are rated for flat towing. And I said, it's crazy because that's exactly what I'm doing right now. He said, well, I'm going to send you a picture of what happened to me when I was flat towing with the D-rings. And what happened with him was one of the D-rings ripped out of the bumper. He said he caught it in time, that it didn't create no damage, but it could have been something super serious had he been hauling butt down the highway and it happened. And he wasn't, and he caught it in time when it pulled out, and it could have been a real serious problem. So the reason that we're making this video is to more or less, it's an update to, before you start towing and flat towing using the D-rings in your steel bumper on your Jeep, your truck, whatever you're using, make sure that the D-rings or the bumper is rated for flat towing. Because I called another company.
Blue Ox?
Yeah,
No.
I called. No, it was Blue Ox. I called Blue Ox, and Blue Ox didn't have no information on it either. They also suggested that we don't flat toe using the D-rings. Now, Blue Ox, because they sell a base plate, they may have been saying it because they want to sell me a base plate, and they ended up selling me a base plate because Sheila and I, we bought the base plate. U-Haul wanted like $300 to install it. So Sheila and I, we installed the base plate ourselves, and it took us probably about an hour, about an hour to get it installed, and did a really good job on it. You shaking the table, and when you shake the table,
I was
the camera
trying to
shake.
correct my posture.
You know we ain't got no high-tech gear over here, setting stuff on the table. We ain't that. But so they suggested, and they suggested not to. We got the base plate. We installed the base plate ourselves, got it hooked up, and I have to say we did a great job because the base plate, actually to install the base plate, was remove the bumper. There was 3 bolts that goes into the frame, and but we had to drill a hole on each side, and that was easy because once you put the 2 bolts in, and it holds it. We drilled a hole, and it was really simple to put on. It was not worth $300 if you have a Jeep. If you have another vehicle, I can't testify to that because we weren't doing another vehicle. We were doing a Jeep, and everybody knows, like what we said, most stuff on a Jeep is plug and play. 4 screws on each side of the bumper, and the bumper slides out. 4 screws on each side of the bumper, and the bumper is back in. So you had the 3 screws on one side, 3 screws on the other side, and then the 8 screws. So you had a total about 14 screws, and we was done. And I'm talking about done quick, and it looked good. We just relocated the wire harness and the emergency breakaway cable. We just relocated that onto the base plate, and like I said, we was done. We already had the other parts, the cables and all of that stuff, so it was a done deal. But this video is to let you know, do not just automatically hook up to the D-rings on your bumper, on your steel bumper, and think that we can tow this way. You can't. You got to make sure it's rated for that. If you don't, could be a problem. And we want to help you avoid the problem. Because I would have hated to be going down the road and rip one of them D-rings out and tear up Sheila's Jeep. I would have never, ever lived it down. So I saved the Jeep. I saved myself.
And us.
You still shaking the table, Sheila.
Oh, sorry.
You can't keep shaking this table. Okay. You know we ain't high tech.
All right.
We need to get a tripod and some microphones.
Okay.
Anyway.
Thought you had that already.
I didn't get the funding approved by the Sheila funding committee.
I thought you had one in the beginning.
I did not get the funding approved by the Sheila funding committee.
Okay, all right.
I'll send another
This will work. This is doing just fine.
Oh, I'm going to send another chip to the Sheila funding committee and see if I can get it approved. I already know the answer. But hey, like we said, hey man, get out there, enjoy your camping, enjoy RVing, and have a good time. But most of all, be safe.
And don't forget to like.
We already did
subscribe.
That.
Well, it's a new video.
We did that in the beginning of this video.
Oh. Oops.
You can go ahead. Go ahead.
Cut that out. Cut that one out. Cut that part out.
I'm not cutting out nothing. You know the rules.
Okay.
You shaking the table, Sheila.
Okay.
Hey, go ahead and do it. You can do it.
No, I don't want to do it now. Because you don't bust my bubble, so no.
Sheila, do
it. I'm good. Y'all know what to do.
You know, Sheila. We'll chat with y'all later.
Peace.
Peace.